All right, we are talking about House of the Dragon, and House of the Dragon has a problem. The same problem Game of Thrones had previously. Their lighting sucks. They don't know how to make nighttime scenes, and we don't know why. We're going to talk about it, but there's one comment that was really funny to me. Somebody said, if I can't see it, it's not a TV show. It's a podcast.
That's true.
And that's a really, really good point, because that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about one simple trick to fix House of the Dragon's lighting problem.
Yeah, if you find yourself like trying to adjust your monitor or check to see if things are plugged in properly, then the show's making a huge mistake. That's all I can say.
Right.
And that's what I did last time.
Yeah, and we said that during our review too. We're like, yeah, I have a weird, funky sound bar on my TV. It doesn't always work right. Like sometimes sometimes it decides just to stop working, and I have to like turn it off and on. Also, the way it's hooked up is it's hooked up with an HDMI cable that goes to the soundbar, and then the soundbar ports the HDMI to the TV, right? It's called HDMI pass-through. It's how it gets the audio. Because my soundbar is wonky, and I can't afford to replace it because it's like $600, I just deal with it sometimes. And every once in a while, the sound won't turn off. It'll just decide that it wants to change what I'm looking at, and it will change the color grading on the screen.
Wow.
Well, when I was watching this show, I swore I thought it was the soundbar, and I was turning the soundbar on and off trying to fix it, bro.
Yep. And a show should never put you in that situation. So
No.
what did they do wrong? Basically, when you were watching all the scenes, because this thing took place either at twilight or at nighttime, and there seemed to be like this full moon lighting effect happening, and you just couldn't see anything. And we had that same problem at the end of Game of Thrones.
Right.
So what's the fix?
Well, there's a lot of ways. I mean, listen, if I was working on the show, I'd fix it. I can fix that in post. I can fix that show by literally taking the actual video file from recording the screen and fix it. So it's not about the editing fixing it. I believe it's a fundamental problem, because I believe that the editors can fix this in post easily. I believe the fundamental problem here is that they think that it's artistic.
Stop it. Stop it now. Don't do it anymore, because I like this show, and I'm going to get really mad if this is every time we have a night scene, this is the way it's going to be. It will just not be good. It's not artistic. Take the advice you got when people were mad at the end of Game of Thrones when they could not see anything. That's a problem.
Yeah, and this is what's interesting. This is why I'm saying this. Having read this article from Vulture, it says, Catherine von Arnesken, Vulture critic, among the chorus of those who were not feeling the shadowy affair, theorized that this happened because of a day-for-night production that led to an intentional darkening in post.
I can see that.
Someone in post purposely darkened it. She writes that it looks so bad for three key reasons. I would add a fourth key reason why this episode is so dark and why we're so upset about being so dark. The three key reasons she wrote here. A long article. But basically they were trying to like get the most out of newer technology, or they were trying to show that like because she was having a shadowy affair, they wanted you to have the same like feeling that she had, that she was trying to hide something. And
I think here's the problem. I think they made a mistake. So when the hand goes to Aegon and says, get out, you're drunk, go to bed or whatever, they thought, oh crap, it's nighttime. We made a mistake. And they have to fix it, because that's what it happened right after that. So I don't know if they like didn't expect it to be a night thing. It didn't have to be a night thing. Everybody's awake when everything's happening. So when Aemon gets the dragon, I mean, they're all awake. So I don't know why it had to be a nighttime shoot.
Yeah, and the fact that someone decided in post to make it darker, that screams to me like they were trying, like this was an artistic rendition, like this was their artistic decision, not, Either that, or they were trying to hide a mistake. So either this was their artistic decision, or because they did it in post. In post, someone purposely made it darker.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is do you think maybe they were like, well, shoot, this is supposed to be happening at night, and we don't want to be criticized, so let's darken it.
I guess that's possible.
So that's another option.
Or either that, or they were trying to like. You know that camera trick they somehow like, and when they want to disjoint the audience, they'll like mess with the line of sight and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was their version of like trying to like show that what's happening is like shadowy and like.
I get that, but it was still annoying. Like,
yeah,
maybe there's a way you can do it that we can actually see what the heck's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not a fan of that. They gotta stop. If it's an artistic thing, stop it.
No, stop it.
Stop doing it. Just stop being artistic.
Well, they're going back to King's Landing, so maybe they'll stop messing around.
Maybe. I have 3 ways of watching this show. I have my computer, which is a 144 hertz. It's like a modern, fast, response time monitor. I have my old plasma that I will, to the end of my days, will swear was the best viewing technology ever made. Has the best sound, has the best picture. I've had it for almost 17 years and it's still kicking butt, even though it's 400 pounds, literally it's so heavy I can't lift it myself. And then I have a newer TV where it's an OLED TV, and I gotta be honest, I went and watched this scene on all 3 devices, and it was unwatchable on the plasma. Unwatchable. I couldn't make out figures, and you gotta understand the plasma is gonna be pretty true to color, and it was just unwatchable in general. So I go to my OLED and I think that, maybe something wrong with the soundbar. And the only way I can watch the scene with any kind of like real visibility was on my computer with my monitor, where I can adjust the lighting up to like, 700 lumens and give myself a sunburn while watching the episode.
Right.
So
yeah, it's just sad. So, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully it gets fixed. They haven't come out officially and said anything, right?
No.
I mean, they could have been hiding the CGI with the dragon. Because they did do a lot of that with Eamon, where he's trying to get up on the dragon. So maybe they wanted to hide him. I don't know.
This is so crazy. Like, look how dark this is.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and it was obviously done in post, because you can see the layer over it. Like, even the white of the moon is not even white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's bad. So we should stop doing that. Other than this, your show is great. So just stop being artistic, or maybe double check the work that your editors come when they come out of the booth and they're like, "Hey boss, we did the color grading." Give it a look see before it goes live.
Right.
That's my thoughts. Make sure the viewer can see what you're trying to show them. First rule of video work: make sure that the people watching can actually watch it.
Well said.
All right, moving on. Oh, hit the subscribe button in the way in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think. This content should now be on PCU, so hopefully you're a subscriber. And if you like this kind of stuff, hit that like button and let us know you like it so we can continue doing it. Because the only way we know what you like is when you physically hit the like button and or comment. So please do those things if you enjoy this kind of content.
Well said.